up, and we're going to do a little demonstration. Now, Kristen is my neighbor, and she's never had brain therapy. I've never worked on her before, so this is an experiment. She did come over on the weekend, and I demonstrated some of the lymphatic drainage techniques on her liver so that I could show her what it felt like for me to work on her body in layers, what it felt like for me to engage her skin, her ribs, and an organ underneath the bone. And so now we're going to have a little bit of an experiment here. Kristen has a mic on so that she can give feedback, and I'm going to try to explain to you what I'm experiencing, and then Kristen will also give feedback. So you're good? Thank you. So when I work with somebody for this brain therapy, normally we want to have a relaxed room, not necessarily light shining in their eyes. But I'll start with some other light touch therapies for them to become relaxed before I would necessarily work directly on the head. So this would be me gently cradling her hair and just kind of letting her body know that there's going to be more contact on the way. And then I'll gently ease in so that I'm putting just a little bit of pressure on the skin of her scalp. If I wanted to, I could feel a little bit of glide of the skin. Do you feel that, Kristen?
I do, yes.
Okay. And now I'm engaging the bone. Does that feel different?
Mm-hmm. It's very subtle pressure, very subtle.
Okay. And now I'm going deeper, right through the bone. And now I'm on the dura mater lining. Does that feel different from the bone?
Mm-hmm. I can feel a little bit of movement.
Okay. And now I'm going to go just a little bit deeper. And then I'm starting to engage the lymph flow on one side. Can you tell which side?
My right side.
Yeah. So we're engaging the lymph flow. We're not at the brain yet. You feel any change now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to the left side.
And now I'm engaging the lymph on the left side. Now we're going to come down through. Okay. And this is one level deeper. This is the pia mater. This is a lining that covers the brain. It basically adheres to the brain, and it also has a lymph component. And I'm engaging the right side. Does it feel any different from the previous one?
Yeah, it's I can tell it's deeper, but it's not a hard pressure. It's just a...
Overall, how do you find the touch?
It's warm, and it's just a little bit of just very light pressure, relaxing. Okay. I feel like a warm kind of sensation running maybe down behind both of my ears, depending on the side that it's receiving the pressure.
Okay. Now we're going to go sink down through the brain and have a little bit of a paradigm shift to the ventricles. And the ventricles have cerebral spinal fluid in them. So immediately when I started to find the ventricles, I felt a movement. Do you have any sense of that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right in the top of my head, and then feels like my in my forehead, my sinuses have sort of opened up.
Okay, and the rhythm on the right and left are slightly different, which is typical. We're not the same none of us are the same, right and left, and so we would expect to have a little change. What I'm doing now is that the lateral ventricles have like a back part we call the posterior horn, and I'm engaging the fluid in the way back on the right.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's kind of curling under. And now it's starting to switch direction. And we'll come back. And back to the middle and relaxed. Now, when I've worked with the brain, even just this little bit, it's a very personal experience. And so I wouldn't just go in and work and then just immediately take my hands off. There's kind of a gradual process of coming off through the layers. Could you feel any shift there?
Yeah, a little lightness.
And now we're going to come off another layer. And now I'm coming through the bony layer with my pressure. And now I'm more on the skin and the hair. And what I'd like is if, Kristen, if you would be able to sit up and we have just a little bit of time if you want to share anything. And you might feel a little different when you sit up.
Yeah. The pressure was very consistent, and when it started, it didn't feel like a lot of pressure.
But then as you released, I could feel how deeply the touch had gone. I definitely could feel it. I did feel some movement while you were working. I could really felt like I could breathe very clearly. It was a very very deep breath that I was able to take, and just some warm sensations maybe coming down, the sides and kind of back of my head. So just overall very relaxing, very calming, soothing.
Calming, soothing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something, would you call that pleasurable or stressful? Or, soothing not?
Yes, soothing is very, very pleasurable, very calming, and even in this setting, which is not very calming. So I think the fact that I was able to feel calm, particularly here, speaks to that.
Very good. Okay, so that's an example. That's how gentle it is. Generally, when we work with people like the children, it can be anywhere from 15 minutes up to 45 minutes, even up to an hour. So that's brain therapy. Thank you very much.